Good morning, YouTube. Good morning, media. This is Drewize. Coming out like this. Drewize Topics. Yeah, excuse my voice. I just woke up. It's early, on the East Coast. What I'm saying? It's 3:54 in the morning, you know. So you gotta excuse my voice. My voice get like that when I wake up. Sound a little deeper, sound like I got a cold, whatever, but I don't. Um, Topic is I like to discuss. I don't think nobody else will come at it like how I'm going to come at it in this type of way. Topic is the gays and lesbians. It should be accepted, you know, and transgender, people. It should be accepted, and I will say this. I will say this. It should be accepted. Okay, you got men, that are gay that likes another man. You got women that are lesbian that likes another woman. You got men wanting to change themselves, their physique and their features, and want to become a woman, and you got women that wants to become men, and. But it should be accepted, especially on the transgender part. It should be accepted because pastors and preachers is not going to say it like this at all. Well, back in Bible times, you know, Bible times, when the days of Abraham and things like that, in the days of Jesus, there were people was living a homosexual life, you know. And it had been people, men back in them times putting on makeup and wearing women's clothes and whatever. It had to. But I think it should be accepted, what I'm saying, as far as the gays and the lesbians. It should be accepted. And it should be accepted more in the transgender community. What I'm saying? We shouldn't even think about it. We shouldn't even make it a big deal about it. What I'm saying? But as black folks, what I'm saying, it's not acceptable to the black community, like, society or whatever, because black people are more consistent of family oriented, that's how people look at, like, well, you should not be this and that, you know, I didn't raise you like that, and you know, I raised you to be a man, and I raised you to be a woman. I think you should be with that. I think you should be with that. It's not really accepted in the black community. But I say this, I say this. I told one of my friends, she's a lesbian woman, young woman, and she likes other women. She used to like me. Said she wanted to date me. At that time we was going to high school. I'm not gonna say her name. She's a white woman. Now, we was having this talk. Saying this a talk. You know, she did take offense what I was saying, and I was not taking offense what she was saying. And when I was my turn to talk, and I told her straight up, look eyes to eyes, and I told her, we are going to be judged by the Almighty. That's one that says, I am. That is the God named Jehovah. We are going to be judged. We all going to have to stand in front of the same God. The God is from yesterday, today, in the present, in the future, in the past. We go stand in front of the same God. You know? So I told her this. Me, or how I think, or how I feel, I'm going to be judged. You know what I'm saying? how you feel, or how you think, or how you come at things, you going to be judged. She did not even disagree and say, yeah, yeah. She did not even take offense of what I said. So that's what I'm saying. You can say all day long that we should not even pass the law of gay marriage and homosexuality and is we against transgenders and stuff like that. But you gotta look at it. The ones that believes in God, you know what I'm saying? There are gays, there are lesbians, there are transgenders that believes in God. You know what I'm saying? So I told my friend, she's a lesbian woman, she's a white woman. I told her this. Me and you, we have to stand in front of the exact same God and tell this God, tell this being that says I am, why we feel this way and why we think this way and why we come off this way. He's gonna judge us, you know what I'm saying? So it's not in my place or anybody's place to think, you know what I'm saying, you shoulda, coulda, woulda, you can't do this, you can't do that, you can't accept it. It should be accepted. You know what I'm saying? It should be. We should not think nothing of it. You know what I'm saying? We shouldn't. Because truth be told, like I said, back in biblical times, there were gays and lesbians and they had a technology to convert themselves to a man want to become a full fledged woman. You know what I'm saying? But he's not a woman, but he want to have characteristics of a woman. You know what I'm saying? And they had that back then. You know what I'm saying? Of ejections and hormones and you know what I'm saying. Then they have that. You know, if a woman want to become a man, she has to take certain testosterone medication treatment from the doctor that gives her this. You know what I'm saying? They didn't have that. You know, but it was forbidden for people to do this. You know what I'm saying? Far as the gays and uh, the lesbians, the transgenders. If someone about the transgenders, it says in the word that if someone was being caught, a man was posing as a woman, put on woman's clothes and stuff like that, that he would get put to death. You know, and so goes with the woman. If the woman put on man clothing, she would get put to death by getting stoned. You know, but when Jesus came around, you know, said Jesus was amongst people like this. You know what I'm saying? He was amongst people that were gay, lesbians, and men want to pose as women, and you know what I'm saying? Things like that. He was amongst these people. You know, so I mean, it should be accepted. We shouldn't even think about it. We should not even give a rat's ass about. You know what I'm saying? Or 2 cents about it. You know what I'm saying? People in the world today is going to do what they want to do and feel how they want to feel. You know what I'm saying? So if my children, you know what I'm saying, wants to uh, have a sexual preference of liking another man and liking another woman and want to be a woman and want to be a man and you know what I'm saying, I can't say nothing to against that to say I think that's wrong and I don't think you should come at it. I didn't help raise you that way and I don't think you should do that. No, I'm not gonna come at it like that with my children. I'm gonna say okay, do you, do you, and that's it. That's it. Do you. Most parents won't even come at it like that. Most parents today will say, "I didn't raise you like that. That's not right, and you going to hell. That's a sin." No, people gonna do what people want to do. Kids gonna do what they want to do and think how they want to think. Yeah, I mean, I'm not, it don't suit me. You know what I'm saying? That's not my cup of tea. But what right for me to say this and this and that? You know what I'm saying? Do you, you know, do it. Do you, you know? I mean, as far as I'm concerned, gays and lesbians and transgender people are not prejudiced. You know what I'm saying? If you look at that, they're not prejudiced. They're not racist. You know what I'm saying? You can see a gay man a gay white man with a gay black man. You can see a transgender white man with a black man. You know what I'm saying? You can see uh, a white woman posed as a man. You know, with a black girl. So it, you know, say gays or lesbians or transgenders are not prejudiced. You know, say they don't hate. They don't have hate. You know what I'm saying? They don't have hate in them. You know, but it should be accepted. You know, we should not even think about it. We should not even care. You know what I'm saying? But society thinks this way. You know what I'm saying? Especially in the black community. Especially. There's no tolerance in black community and society. It's not condoned because black people are we are meant for family oriented. You know what I'm saying? And that's why we get catch so much hell about this. You know, now I mean, that's how I look at it. You know what I'm saying? Who gives a rat's ass? If you gay or not. If you're transgender or not, who gives a rat's ass? Because I don't. You know what I'm saying? I don't care. You know what I'm saying? As long as you ain't trying to hurt me or spit poison about me or do anything negative to me. You know what I'm saying? We are. Because I have gay friends. I know a friend, you know, he's a gay man. I know two gay men, you know, and I know a transgender, you know, and I know a lesbian white woman. You know, I know people like this. You know what I'm saying? Two, you know what I'm saying? Two transgender people, you know? But who gives a rat's ass about whoever's gay, lesbian, transgender, or whatever? Call it what you want. You know what I'm saying? Call it what you want. You could drop a comment and say all negative things you want to, but you need to look at this, you know what I'm saying, and say, who gives a rat's ass? You know what I'm saying? Who cares? You know, people go do what people want to do. You know? That's that. 'Cause if you go back in history, there were gays and lesbians, and sometimes men posing as women. Cause back in them the kings, like one of them kings, and the queens, they was messing around with each other. You know what I'm saying? One of the kings was messing around with one of the men in the castle and stuff, and one of the queens was messing around with one of the women in the castle. You know what I'm saying? So come on, you know what I'm saying? So I mean, to me, it's all about a choice. You know what I'm saying? It's the decision to go that way. You know what I'm saying? It's all a choice and a decision to go that way. Because I don't think you born that way. Because I came from a woman. You know what I'm saying? A woman's womb, and I grew up in. Excuse me. Excuse me, YouTube. Excuse me. Ooh, excuse me. I came from a woman's womb, you know, and I've been brought up, you know what I'm saying, raised and grew up, born from a woman, and I'm not gay, so I don't think you born this way. I think it's just a decision and a choice to do this. You know what I'm saying? For real. That's what I think. Drewize Topics. You know what I'm saying? I am Drewize, and this is Drewize Topics. You can post a comment about what I just said if you like to. Just you know, the way how you think, you know what I'm saying, you feel about it. You know, like, share, subscribe, things like that. You know, the ones that's getting up, you know what I'm saying, on the East Coast, probably still sleep, whatever. You know what I'm saying. Good morning to you. You know what I'm saying. West Coast, you know what I'm saying, California, Arizona, Las Vegas, you know what I'm saying, y'all, shit. Yeah, some of y'all probably up at 9 out of 10. Some of y'all sleep. You know what I'm saying? Because this is like a 3 hour difference from over here to there. What is 4, 8? So 3 hours back. You know what I'm saying? So, what, 3, 2, 1? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's morning. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. So yeah, I am Drewize, and this is Drewize Topics. Peace.